Why waste your time wondering what if we said something different or done something else? What if we let it stay, let it go? It's all relevant. To fly, fly, got to let it go. To fly, fly, leave your choice down below. 'Cause in the sky, your history is a bird, but first you got to learn to let it go. Do 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 do. Let it go. If you let your fear and regret leave you tied up to the fence, you'll find there's no room to spread your wings. The fear itself is worse than falling. To fly, fly, you've got to let it go. To fly, fly, leave your choice down below. 'Cause in the sky, you're as free as a bird, but first you got to learn to let it go. Let it go, let it go. You've got to let it go, go, let it go. You've got to let it go. I wanna feel the wind against my skin. Defy gravity and just be free. Yes. There's nowhere to fly in the sky until you learn to take your fear and regret and just let it go. Let it go. To fly, let it go. To fly, I hope you fly in the sky, high in the sky. But first you got to learn to let it go. To fly, fly, you got to let it go. To fly, fly, leave your choice down below. 'Cause in the sky, you're as free as a bird. First you got to learn to let it go. To fly, I hope you fly. To fly, fly, I hope you fly. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Let's give another round of applause to Sophia Moon, singer-songwriter, songbird. Beautiful song, Let It Go, which is very appropriate to why we're here tonight. If you would like to hear more of Sophia Moon's songs, you can check out her site, iamsophiamoon.com. And I'd also like to thank Sushi Planet, Suzuko Hori, who provided some fabulous music during our reception. So if you could, she was playing trombone. So good evening and welcome to the 6th annual CelebrASIANS fundraising benefit. This is our signature fundraising event to support the transformative work of Asian Women for Health. Thank you all so much for being here on a Saturday night. I'm Audrey Peck, your MC for the evening, and we're thrilled to be back at Boston Medical Center, our event host and partner. And this is the second year we've been here, and we're extremely grateful to all of our sponsors, event and media partners, and our exhibitors, which I hope you'll have a chance to visit in the front of the room. We thank them for their support. Without them, this event wouldn't be possible. So just quickly, with a raise of hands, how many of you are here at CelebrASIANS for the very first time? Oh, I like to see newbies. And how many of you are new or unfamiliar with Asian Women for Health? Yeah, don't be shy. learn more about this exceptional organization by the end of the night and feel invested to get involved. Under the leadership of founder and executive director Chen Chi-Huang and an extremely dedicated board, Asian Women for Health evolved from the Asian Breast Cancer Project to what it is today. It is a peer-led, women empowering women, community-based network dedicated to advancing on a much broader scale women's health and wellness. This is inclusive of mental health, breast cancer testing, early testing, and disease prevention, and holistic healing. So, there are many barriers that prevent Asian women from seeking early, health care and health. And that's where Asian Women for Health really plays a vital role in our community. Not only in addressing disparities of healthcare among ethnic groups, but in underscoring the importance of increasing access to quality care and culturally sensitive programs, resources, and services, particularly for underserved Asian women. So tonight, you'll actually meet 10 phenomenal Asian women who have benefited from Asian Women for Health and who have faced their share of adversity. And we will be celebrating their courage, not only in their lives, but also on this runway. For some of them, it's the first time being on the runway. So I really appreciate all of you for being here, and to friends and family who support our survivors, thank you. And for everyone who stands with survivors, we thank you because we know you are for them and their growth. So, as this is a fundraiser, I also want to remind you and encourage you to participate by taking part in our silent auction. We have some fabulous items for you to bid on in our raffle. Okay, so you'll have an opportunity to do that throughout the evening, but particularly around a 20-minute intermission. We will have a fashion show in 2 parts, so please stay through the end. Together we can advance the work of Asian Women for Health and help them to serve more women and families. So before we get started, I did want to introduce the event co-chairs for the evening, our amazing Cindy Fan, partner at Resnick, and Kim Yen, Director of Asian American Mental Health Programs at Cambridge Health Alliance.
Good evening. I'm Cindy Fan, and I'm Kim Yen. It is our great pleasure as this year's event co-chairs to welcome you all to the 2018 CelebrASIANS Benefit Show, brought to you by Asian Women for Health. At my daytime job, I'm a partner at Resnick. Resnick is the 11th largest accounting firm. While we serve a very wide range of industries, our firm has always had our deep root since inception in affordable housing, community development, and healthcare. So a lot of themes related to what Asian Women for Health is trying to accomplish. In my personal life, I'm a mother of 2 young daughters. So I was first personally got involved with Asian Women for Health when I was introduced to our inspiring and fearless leader, Chen Chi-Huang. As a first-generation immigrant from Asia and a mother of 2 young daughters, I felt immediately attached to the organization's mission and have been inspired since.
My day job is at the Cambridge Health Alliance. I'm a trained clinical psychologist, and I'm trying to think, in terms of connection and impact, Chen Chi, it's likely we were at a community event and somehow she grabbed me in the bathroom and asked me to do something because she learned that somehow it's connected with mental health and to save them on some project. But the reality is, Chen Chi, you really saved me. and you have been such a support and such a tremendous support to the Asian community in terms of mental health, and I'm so pleased to be here.
I would like to acknowledge our 12 sponsors who made this event possible by providing very generous support. When I announced the organization's names, I was going to ask the representative to stand, but since some of you are already standing, so please feel free to wave or stand or do whatever you can to be recognized. In no particular order, Boston Medical Center. This is the second year they are hosting the event for us, and they are also partnering with the organization to provide education and referral for underserved Asian women. South Cove Community Health Center, so you have a table somewhere. Chukwai Academy for Advanced Oncology. Tufts Medical Center. Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health. Margaret Pong Resnick, my colleagues are standing right there. Mass General, Good Shepherd Community Care, Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, Quincy Asian Resource Center, Traveler Foundation, and last but not least, UMass Boston.
I'd also like to thank our partners, exhibitors, contributors, and I would be remiss not to thank all of our volunteers, staff, and board members, family and friends, countless volunteers, and the hours that have been put on to make this evening happen without your names in the booklets or without invitations. Thank you so much. And most importantly, while we're welcoming you to our community, especially those of you who are here for the very first time, I'd also like to welcome back our Asian Women for Health models this year, 2018, and you're going to be seeing them really soon. But in addition to welcoming them, I'd like to give a really deep appreciation and thanks to them. Yes, this is a fundraiser, so there's so much that you can do to contribute. But we also want to very much honor that the greatest treasure and the greatest gifts we have this evening are our women who are telling their stories of strength and courage through adversity. This is the 6th year I've been here, and I really don't have the words to really capture how much they've given. It's almost like a vortex of love and courage and passion and strength that as they walk and tell their story, sometimes that's all that they're able to give during that time, and it's so generous in terms of their journey. And for all of us to be here, I just imagine all of what they're giving to us to be able to mirror that back to them, that love and the courage and our appreciation for them. And from that power and the phenomenon of being here together, I hope we can take that energy and all the resources and make this evening as successful and as profitable as possible. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And we're going to get the fashion show started. Excited? All right. I know you're here for Fashion Fun, but I know, as Kim and Cindy were saying, the survivors, we're here to celebrate them and who they are and what they've overcome. So, like I said, the fashion show will take 2 parts. Okay. And, we've come to celebrate just an amazing group of women. I've known some of these women, or gotten to know some of these women in the past 4 years. They have faced adversity with incredible resilience, and with the help of Asian Women for Health, they turn to each other for support and resources. And together, they're standing strong in their truth with whole hearts, facing life, no matter how difficult, with both grit and grace. So, but a note on the fashion piece, they'll be showcasing designs from 3 formidable fashion experts: Philip Sawyer, John Frevik Luaris, and Davy Chung. So let's show them appreciation in advance. Also, our very talented team from Sephora has provided our models with their makeup, and Lay Salon and Beauty has provided them with their coiffes. Okay? So you're free to take pictures and act as their paparazzi. And feel free to post on social media. There are no limits here. All right, so cue music. First we have Lynn Trevor. Lynn is from Cambodia. She has lived in 3 countries and speaks Cambodian, French, and English. She has survived war, poverty, neglect, domestic violence, family separation, and acculturation challenges. Lynn courageously chooses life and recovery one day at a time. Lynn has been actively involved in psychotherapy, Al-Anon, and Cambridge's Baby University for the past 6 years. She finds these community interventions and support validating and educational. She's also a 6-year model on this runway, so that's a milestone. Let's hear it for Lynn. Next we have lovely and white. Jenny was born and raised in Boston to Chinese immigrant parents who came to the U.S. to pursue the American dream, having their kids attend Boston's best public schools, going to college, and having fulfilling jobs. However, throughout her childhood and teenage years, Jenny experienced poverty, bullying, racism, and emotional abuse. She has survived, however, bouts of severe depression and sexual trauma, left toxic relationships and jobs, and overcome challenging mental health issues. We're grateful for her courage to share her journey today. Next, we have the lovely Songwei Pennington. Songwei was born and raised in my native country, South Korea. She is an 11-year HER2 positive breast cancer survivor. She credits her recovery to the medical team at Mass General Hospital, as well as to her family and friends. She is inspired by her annual participation in the Stowe Weekend of Hope in Vermont for cancer survivors. She also thrives on loving and supporting her first grandson, Max. Let's hear it for Songwei. Next up is Shannon Su. Let's give her a warm welcome. Shannon is from Taiwan. She was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer in 2013 at the age of 35. She endured intense treatments over the course of 2 years. She went through chemotherapy, surgery, radiation, as well as breast reconstruction surgery. Her brother and mother also cared for her while she underwent treatment and came all the way from Taiwan. She's a warrior, and we're so grateful for her fight to support. Our next model is Suzuko Hori, a familiar face. Suzuko is from Japan. She's a graduate of the University in Osaka, and she's a talented musician. As she was preparing her move to Boston to enroll at the Berklee College of Music, she received a diagnosis of breast cancer at the age of 34. She deferred enrollment and underwent surgery and radiation therapy in Japan. She recently graduated from the Berklee College of Music and gave birth to a beautiful baby boy with whom she is spending time and sharing the joy of music with Boston. talented scientist and teacher, a wife to a doting husband, a mom to an adorable college student, a sister and a daughter. Tonight, she brings her strength and inspiration as a breast cancer survivor. She was diagnosed in 2011 and underwent surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation. The treatment regimen was intense, but she is extremely appreciative and thankful for the support and care she received during that harrowing time, and she is now living life on her own terms. Thank you so much, Kate. A third-generation Japanese American. She is a survivor of chronic major depression, childhood trauma, and PTSD. She has lived with these conditions for over 40 years. Pata has achieved many things despite her mental illness. She earned a PhD from the University of Pennsylvania, parented an awesome daughter, taught herself everything she has loved to do, and biked across the country. Phenomenal. Our next model is Preeti Mehta. Welcome, Preeti. Preeti grew up in Bombay, India. She came to the US 37 years ago as an international student and received a master's degree in mathematics. In 2015, Preeti was diagnosed with stage 3 rectal cancer and underwent radiation, surgery, and chemotherapy. Preeti is grateful for the care and support she has received and wishes to give back. She is a dedicated volunteer with Asian Women for Health, and we're so grateful to have her presence tonight. Let's hear it for Tina Rayo San. Tina was born in Taipei, Taiwan, and immigrated to the US with her grandparents. She learned English at an elementary school in Louisville, Kentucky, and spoke with a southern accent until the 3rd grade when she started school in LA County. As a child, Tina witnessed family conflict and moved several times to live with different relatives. At the age of 14, she was separated from her grandmother when she became ill and was relocated to China. Tina believes the instability of her childhood circumstances may have contributed to her feelings of anxiety, depression, and isolation. It's okay. You can stand there, be in the moment. Tina was diagnosed with depression during college and with obsessive compulsive disorder while in graduate school, and we're so grateful for her strength and perseverance and patience. Our final model for this segment is Ellie Nguyen. Ellie is a first-generation Vietnamese American who has struggled with depression and anxiety for most of her life unknowingly. Mental health was not a topic that was discussed at home. She is the youngest of 8 children, and her parents had to work hard to provide for the family. So she felt that she had to navigate her identity, education, work, and virtually all areas of her life without much parental support. Ellie was always creative, but to live up to her family's expectations, she pursued a secure job in healthcare. Once she realized it was unfulfilling to her, she embarked on a journey to pursue creative work as an entrepreneur, and she is now committed to finding her own voice. Why don't you all come up and do a round? Let's hear it for the first step of our fashion show. Let's hold a space of gratitude for them. Designers, here's Davy Chun. Fabulous. She's an associate designer at Brown Manufacturing and an alumna of Mass College of Arts and Design. And her source of inspiration stems from her interest in problem solving and her desire to make an impact through her design. So I think she's done that today. Let's give her a round of applause.
And I'm the founder and executive director for Asian Women for Health. So this is the 6th year we're doing the fashion show. And it's actually kind of bittersweet for me because throughout the years, although we have new survival models join us, we also have lost 3 models to breast cancer and lung cancer. And I think one of the reasons that we're doing this fashion show is because we wanted to raise the awareness of the importance of early detection. So many of you probably know that October is the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So please remember to do your mammogram. And at the registration table, we have a survey for women aged 40, between 40 and 65. And if you do the resurvey, we will give you a shadow facial gift card. And on top of that is that the other day, so I got a call from a Chinese breast cancer patient, and she just told me that she feels so alone and afraid, and she is longing to talk to somebody who look like her, who speak her language, and that just reminded me of myself 14 years ago. I feel the same way. And that's why I started the Asian Breast Cancer Project and later on Asian Mental Health. And we're doing this because I recognize that many of the Asian women having a hard time to access the important support and information in a timely fashion because of the language and cultural barrier. So I don't know if on your seat, we have the Asian breast cancer fact sheet. So I don't know if you know that breast cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer among Asian American women. And also we found that Asian women have been diagnosed at a younger age. If you listen to the story that we of the model, you see that we have many Asian women aged 30 or 40 who are diagnosed with breast cancer. And it's important to hear the story because we don't see Asian women being portrayed or share their story on the media. So as a result, many Asian women don't have the awareness that they could also get breast cancer. So and it's important for us to provide this venue for Asian women to share their story and feel empowered that they can be in a position to share their story and also to bring hope. Because although we lost some, but many of us have survived to tell the tale, and we wanted to play it forward to support other Asian women. So without further ado, I would like to give the award to a very special person. So our honoree tonight is Mary Beth Singer. So Mary Beth is the cancer patient program manager at Top Medical Center. And we go way back before we started Asian Women for Health. Yeah, we actually have our very first gathering at Top Medical Center. Yeah, so she has been the angel for many Asian women who are struggling during their cancer journey. And she's compassionate, and she also trained many nurses, patient navigators to provide critical service and support to Asian women. And she understands Asian women, but she really understands she's our best. And so really honored to present you with this is and trust somebody to do the best they can for you. And we do the best we can, but we know we could do better. And I thank you all for your unbelievable work to help reach your hand out to those in need and to give back. Without women like Chen Chi and all of our models, I don't know how we would do the work that we do and to strive always to do better. So thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Are we ready for part 2 of the fashion show? Yeah? Our fashion fun, right? So in a moment we'll call back our 10 phenomenal women who've turned to each other for support at Asian Women for Health and tapped into their personal power. They're living with intention and sharing what they know now, for they are stronger than they were yesterday and now bringing hope to others. So again, we'll be featuring clothes by our designers Philip Sawyer, Davy Chun, and Jean-Frédéric Lujares. I had some time, actually, before we cue the music, to tell you a little bit about Davy Chun. In this segment, you'll see a lot of designs by Jean-Frédéric Johnny Lujares. And just to tell you a little bit about him, he is an alumnus of Mass College of Arts and Design, wonderful institution, local, and he is currently the textile CAD artist at J. Jill, and he loves prints and embroidery. So he has designed, you'll probably note them, because this collection is actually inspired by the very women wearing the pieces, he says. You'll see use of bold colors, prints, and silhouettes. It's taking on a jungle fever theme, and in this collection, it reminds him of the strength and beauty of these amazing women. So if we could cue the music, we'll get the party started. All right, we're welcoming back Lynn Trevor. Lynn would like people to know that early on, seeing a therapist or asking for help seemed like a far cry from possibility. But since opening herself up to therapy, she has been surprised to find the process helpful to her healing. Her message to others is to just give it a try. Lynn enjoys fashion and design and is known to be a gifted thrift shopper. Here's what that. She enjoys cooking for family and friends and is generous with her recipes. Don't be shy to ask her for some cooking tips before the end of the night. Her greatest pride is her family with her husband John and being able to provide her sons with a loving and supporting home and community. Looking lovely, Lynn. Thank you. Welcome back, Jenny Zito. Jenny is very passionate about therapy, meditation, self-help, self-love, spirituality, and community. She maintains an extremely positive outlook on life and stays optimistic about living joyfully. It is why she became a health coach through the Institute of Integrative Nutrition to inspire others to become happier and healthier in a holistic manner. Jenny was aspiring to run 7 marathons across 7 continents and is well on her way. She's already visited all 7 continents and successfully finished the Antarctica Marathon earlier this year. Fabulous. Here's Jenny. Next, we welcome back the lovely Songray Pennington. The effects of surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy. She has kept an active lifestyle, focusing on gardening, cooking, and walking. She has relied on acupuncture and herbal medicine for pain relief in order to minimize the use of prescription drugs. She learned that life is a gift, a fragile gift, and not always easy. Her advice to everyone is to savor each moment, live life to its fullest, and make the most of this precious gift. Thank you, Sandra. Our next beautiful model is Shannon Sue. Shannon attributes the care and support that she had received from her family and friends during her breast cancer treatment, as well as her faith in God as her source of strength and comfort during her most difficult times. She came to realize that having cancer isn't the end of life. It actually opened a new path to live, explore, and cherish life more fully. Thank you. The details of these outfits and the patterns are quite beautiful, aren't they? Next we have Suzuko Hori. While Suzuko was hospitalized following her cancer surgery, another breast cancer survivor actually visited her to share her personal journey as a survivor. This helped Suzuko recover emotionally and to imagine a better future for herself. The experience also made her want to give back to others. And that's why she's here tonight. She's excited to be a part of this fashion show benefiting Asian Women for Health. And as you know, she performed earlier during the reception with her in Sushi Pen with her truffle. Okay, next we have Peggy Lee. First Asian color. Peggy feels indebted to her friends, family, and her community, as well as medical professionals and the many patients whose courage and participation in studies have paved the way for improving the lives of new patients. She has a strong desire to developing friendships with newly diagnosed cancer patients, and by participating in fundraisers like this one to help fellow patients on their path to recovery. Got a big heart. Thank you so much, Peggy. Hey, welcome back. Kata takes her healing seriously. Her approach to healing integrates Western and Eastern practices, including psychotherapy, meditation, Reiki, and self-care. She combines this with cycling, writing, art, and mental health activism. As a mental health activist, I think you need to work on one more time, okay? As a mental health activist, she works with Asian Women for Health on the Achieving Whole Health program. And what do you know? She is taking all of her knowledge into leadership roles. She is now co-chair of the Greater Boston Regional Suicide Prevention Coalition and chair of the People of Color Caucus of the Mass Coalition of Suicide Prevention. That is amazing. Through her work, she will continue to provide a voice for Asian American women who live with depression. Oh, and one note before we go to our next model. All of these designs tonight are actually for sale, I've been told. So if anything appeals to your fancy, please see the front desk or contact someone from Asian Women for Health with your interest. But they are all for sale. So go home with something stylish and fun for the holidays, yes? Next we have Preeti Mehta. Throughout her treatment, Preeti focused on restoring her health by taking one day at a time. She was overwhelmed not only by the love and support that she received from friends and family, but also from those she did not know well. Throughout this process, she has learned to recognize the ways in which people try to help. And by graciously accepting their help, she has not only improved her own well-being, but also given generously to others. Preeti is contemplating a transition to work in healthcare, and she started a social enterprise supporting rural artisans. One of her pieces is actually on auction today. It's a silk scarf. So hopefully you had a chance to get on that. And we'll continue. Next, we have Tina Reyes-san. What helped Tina through her challenging times was the unconditional love from her paternal grandmother. Tina continues to embrace recovery, and she draws upon her experience to support communities of color in her current job as a program coordinator in the Department of Mental Health's Office of Race, Equity, and Inclusion. She finds that a good sense of humor and a strong support system are essential to mental health and wellness. Thank you, Tina. It seems to go by so quickly, but these models are amazing. Oh, come on up, Ellie. Ellie Nguyen. After nearly 5 years of practicing holistic healing and expressing herself through art, Ellie is building a platform for others to share their stories and to walk in their truth. Through her art and work as a wellness coach, she hopes to offer a mirror to others, instilling them with the courage to fully accept and embrace who they are, wherever they are along their journey. Let's give a round of applause. So I'm going to ask all of the models to come up. And then don't forget Dolores and Philip Sawyer, our other designer. His collection we saw earlier in segment 1 is also here to join us. So I invite all of them and the models up, please. We're so grateful to Philip. This is Philip Sawyer, everyone. His clothes are designed and made locally at Fort Point. You can visit their Midway studios or see them in Rockport or online. This is John Quebec or Johnny Lujares. Many of his designs were featured in this segment with all of the bold colors and prints and silhouettes. Is Davey still here? Davey Chen, come join us. Our other fabulous designer that you met earlier, we'll have everyone on the runway together. This is Davey Chen. So fortunate and blessed to have these amazing survivors showcasing their beautiful designs chosen specifically for this occasion. And like I said, all of these outfits are for sale. So approach the models, approach Asian Women for Health or the designers themselves to inquire so you can take them home with you tonight. All right, that concludes our fashion show. Sponsors and partners with their generous support. They get more creative every year with their designs. So before we close out the program, I'd just like to ask Chen Chi Wei, our visionary trailblazer, and founder and executive director. If you haven't met her, she is one of the most passionate people I know in Boston. And it's under her leadership and an amazingly dedicated board that makes all of this work happen all year long. So, thank you, Chen Chi. She is deemed as one of the most influential people of color in life science and healthcare in Boston. She received that award from Get Connected last year, and there's no doubt why. Okay?
Thank you. One special shout out to our Master Ceremony, Audrey King, everybody. She's one of you probably see her. You think that she is familiar to you because she was on TV raising money for WCPH. So, and she also has her own foundation. She runs the foundation, the Vision Step Foundation. Do you want to say something about that? No? Okay. Anyways, Audrey is an avid ballroom dancer, and yeah, we hope that someday we will be able to have her to convince her to perform for us, maybe to kick off the show. So I want to thank you all for coming tonight, and as you can see, this is not an easy effort to put it together. We have so many volunteers, and I wanted to thank you all for helping. So all the volunteers, they're listed in the front, in the program book, and also a lot of you are not listed, so including my family and my neighbor and Jean Player, and really a great shout for Amy. Amy, oh yes! Who is our event coordinator. She's going to coordinate everybody and volunteer and all that. And I have a great story to share. So we have our videographer, Eddie, there tonight. So Eddie actually met his wife 3 years ago at the Celebration Fashion Show. So good karma happened when you were doing good work. So if you keep coming, maybe you'll find your soulmate. So we're getting towards the end of the evening, and I just wanted to thank you all again for coming. There's so many people I wanted to thank. Vicky, not even on the planning committee, but she's like single-handedly gathered people here, and Mary Chow, thank you so much for coming. There are many people in my thoughts, in my heart, and I truly, truly appreciate all your support throughout the year. Without you, we would not be able to continue our work. It's very important that you will stay with us, and I was told to also to promote an upcoming event. So on October 20th, one of our volunteers, Celisa, so she's organizing a fundraiser at Seiko Bar on October 20th at the Assembly Mall. And you will include, so you will do workout, and you will have cocktail, and you have raffle, all for $25 for good cost. So if you're interested, please go see her and you can register for the event. And so after this, please hang around and talk to people and gather your auction item, and we're gonna start off a dance party right here. So, well, can we hit the music?